Okay, this is workshop 4. In this workshop we have two tables, two documents in the same format, but they are from different sources and we have to reconcile them. So a little bit background to these tables. So we have a payment data from a payment table, most probably the accounts payables. So we are paying the invoices by their number, and these are the items that we have paid. As you can see, some of them have the positive, some of them have negative value. Assuming positive items are we have paid, and negative are maybe adjustments or cancellations of our payments. But the same data is available from other source in the log file. So what happens is usually when the ERP systems, enterprise resource planning systems, process a transaction, they post the transaction to the corresponding file, in this case the payment file, but at the same time they keep the copy at the log file just for security purposes. In case, let's say, the payment file gets damaged, we can always rebuild some important fields of this table from the log file. This is the purpose of log file. Or in case they are getting corrupted, we can always refer to the log file to extract the correct version. Now our job here is we have some suspicion in the payment data it might have been altered. So we have a log file, pretty secure file, only IT personnel can access, and no one from accounting department or finance department can alter the data in a log file. This is a black box. So I have to check if our payment data is the same as data recorded in a log file. So one way to do this is to create a separate tab. So we're going to call this let's see, compilation. Let's call it compilation. I don't know if this spelling is correct. Compilation. So we are compiling these two data. So I'm going to copy this all data from payment data and put it in our newly created tab. I'm also going to create new column called source. Under source, I'm going to put the name of, this is from payments, right, from our payment table. I'm going to copy these to the rest of the items. So all of the items I have copied from the payment data has the payment under source. Now I'm also going to copy the same item. I don't need the first column because the name is already in our compilation. I'm going to copy this to compilation, and I'm going to put this below it. So these are the items from our log file, but under our log file, under source column, I'm going to provide log file. Another way to do this is that you can use your hotkeys with control and arrows, as we covered in the first workshop. If you hit the arrows holding control, it's going to move fast to the end, right? I'm going to go to end. I'm going to go to, so it's a blank after this cell. I'm going to go to last cell. I'm going to hold control shift and the arrow. I'm going to hit the arrow up. It's going to select all the items. Now I don't want the payment to be changed. So I'm gonna release the control but hold the shift. I'm gonna hit the arrow down. So I don't want this payment to be selected. Or you can use your mouse, but good with hotkeys is when you have more than like thousands and thousands of rows, it's better to use the hotkeys. So one way to enter the value to all is I'm gonna type a log here, right? So all of these selected cells should have log under the source. So I typed log, I'm still in this cell, but when instead of hitting enter, if I hit enter, it's gonna put it just in this cell. But instead of hitting enter, I'm gonna hit hold the control, then hit the enter. If you hold the control and hit enter, it's gonna do the same thing to the all cells that you have selected. So in this case, what we did is we have compiled the two files to one sheet, or two tables to one table, but we have created the new column called source to show from where this number is coming from for this invoice. Now we're going to select all of these items that we have copied, both the log and the payment sections, and selecting these, we're going to create a pivot table. With the pivot table, it's going to give you option of the table range. Okay, compilation. We want to create in the new worksheet. Hit OK. It's going to give you the new sheet. Let's move this to the far side. Let's rename it as a reconciliation. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the invoice numbers in the rows, sales amounts in the columns, sales amounts in the values, and the source in the columns. As you can see, what they're doing is it's aggregating the values by the invoice number in the rows, the invoice number, but there it's calculating the items separately for a log and payments. So in here, if you have items under invoice, let's say 2 invoices, it's going to aggregate to same invoice number. You can also actually do the sales amount values one more time to the values, and if you have 2 items here, and you can change first of it. If you go to value field settings, instead of sum, you can change it to count, and you can see the first one changed to count instead of sum. What's the useful this thing is that it shows count and the sum, how many items. If you have more than one item here, as you can see, all invoices are appearing once instead of this invoice. So this invoice will have it appear twice in there. This is the usefulness of the pivot table when you switch the values from aggregating values from sum to count. Okay, now let's select all of this. We can select all the sheet using this part, and we're gonna copy this, and we paste it as a numbers, value in numbers, and it's gonna hard number it. There is no formula left. There is no reference left in any of these cells. So what we can do here now is that we can rename these count difference and sum difference. Now I'm gonna delete these numbers because they were sums instead of the count sum. I'm gonna put the count difference, first count minus second one, and I can copy these to all cells actually. You can select all of these cells manually, or you can go like with hotkeys, go left a little bit, then go all the way down with the hotkey and go right once and choose the two cells with the shift and control to go all the way up, and you can select the formula. Okay, and all you can choose these manually. So this is all items. As you can see, we have a two points where our payment data and log data do not match. Let's filter these. Let's enter filter. You can hit go to data, is there a filter, but as you can see it's also Control Shift L in the shortcut. So if you hit Control Shift L, it's gonna give you the filters. Now let's filter these. So these are the differences in our log file. So under this invoice we have a record for the log, we have record for this invoice and a log file, but no record in the payment. But for this invoice we have record and the payment, but we don't have log. So these two invoices need further investigation in audit engagements to see why they do not match. So this is the end of our workshop 4.